Hi everyone, welcome to Sunshine House. I'd like to introduce you to our pre-K program. It starts at 11 o'clock at Sunshine House, and it's a literature-based program. And this month we're talking about My Friend Gorilla. My Friend Gorilla. When they closed the zoo, my daddy brought home a gorilla. He was big. But he was friendly and very helpful. I liked him. Look at all the children. Do you see the gorilla? And he liked me. My daddy said that we could have him stay with us for a little while. How fun to have a playmate for you all day long. He was my friend. He came to my birthday party. Wow, what a very big friend at the party. He stayed all through the fall. Did you notice that the leaves aren't green anymore? Then one day some people came. They said my gorilla used to live in Africa and that he would be happier there. They said they would come back on another day to take him to his home. It was a snowy day when my gorilla left. The boy looks sad. Maybe lonely. One day, a letter came from Africa. In it was a photograph of my gorilla. He looked very happy. I felt happy too. I still remember him. It's going to be a great month. The children are going to use this book all month, and we're going to do lots of great activities with the book. Miss Lindsay.
Hi, well, one of the activities that we're going to do is links, and I don't know if your children have ever talked about them before, but what we're doing is the teacher will go ahead and pull out the links, and they look like this. And the teacher will go ahead and say, okay, every time you hear an animal, I want you to grab a link and put it onto your chain. So the children go ahead and make a chain about how many animals they hear or a feeling. And then at the end of the story, you can count how many animals are in the story, how many feelings you heard, etc. No matter what activities going on, the teacher can just go ahead and see how the children are, doing with the links, having those fine motor skills. And also another activity, they'll go ahead and grab these cards, and they look a little like this, and the children can go ahead and make each link. So it has, let's say there's 3 colors green and 3 colors red, so the children have to figure out which color comes next. So if there's 3, then there's 4, it has to be red, so you go ahead and you make the chain. And so at the end, you can go ahead and see what colors they're being used and then how many. And it helps the children with counting, with sequencing, and a lot of fun. So go ahead and ask your kids about it.
One of the other activities that we do with the book is graphic. So usually we'll go ahead and we'll read the book first, and what I'll do is I will ask the kids the question before we start to read the book. So this question is, would you like a gorilla as a pet? And then why or why not? So I'll ask the kids that, and then we'll take the book and we'll go ahead and we'll read the book, and while we're reading the book, they usually think about it and think about the different questions. So I'll write their name up here. So we'll do Lizzie. Yay. And I'll ask them, I'll say, okay, Lizzie, would you like a gorilla as a pet? And so she'll answer me,
yes.
So I'd write yes, and then I would ask them, we usually try to do not just yes or no questions to try to get them thinking more about the book and about the questions, so I would ask them why or why not.
I would like a gorilla because he could sleep in my bed with me.
So then I would write up here, I would write her answer, and it's a lot of fun because we get some pretty crazy answers and some pretty fun ones. And it's also fun as a parent to go ahead and read what your kid wrote. So if you see that, yes, it would, like a gorilla, so you would see why. So maybe on your ride home you would talk about maybe pretending to have a gorilla and what you would do with the gorilla, and it helps extend the vocabulary with your child as well. And it's a lot of fun for the kids to think about these crazy questions, because a lot of times they actually can't happen. So it's fun to pretend.
Well, another thing that's really fun about that too is that they're seeing their thoughts turn into the written word. Even though they can't read it, their thoughts now become a symbol up there, and it's really strong feeling for them to see those words up there. Because that's what I said. Their name too.